Hello and welcome to the Play Sinfar channel. In today's episode, we're going to walk you through new character creation and logging into Sinfar for the first time, so let's get right to it. First, you pick new character and you pick gender. Gender is purely a preference. It won't affect any of your abilities, so you can pick whichever one you want. I picked male. As far as race, this will change your ability scores for good or for bad, depending on which race you pick. But I'm going to go with human because that gives me an extra feat, and that's actually something really useful to have when you're starting off for the first time. As far as portraits, you could pick a default one for now. You could change that later. Sinfar has a really advanced portrait system. It's really cool, but we'll be going into that in another video. So as far as your class, you're going to want to start off with a fighter. That's the best class to start off with, in my opinion. And as far as your alignment, we're going to pick 2 neutral because neutrality is pretty safe. As far as abilities, we're going to pick 13s. The reason why we're picking 13s is because for a new character and a new player, you're probably going to want to see what's available. So by picking 13s for all your ability scores, you'll be shown the most number of feats right off the bat. So when I go into packages, instead of picking a default package, I'm going to configure a package, and I'm going to skip by the skill points distribution here because I don't have to do it. And don't worry about that because you could distribute them later. You're not going to lose any by doing this. Here we go. I got my extra feat because I chose human, and fighters start off with 2 feats, so that brings me to a total of 3. I could learn about all these feats now, and I told you there'd be a lot of them, and there are, because of the way we set up our ability scores. But you pick on the question marks here, and that allows you to learn about what each one of these feats do, and you could just, like I'm showing you now, scroll through all of them to learn about that. We're going to scoot along a little faster, though, because there's a lot of information to go over, and this video is not going to be very long. So I've got to pick 3 feats, and the 3 feats that I'm going to pick are expertise, blind fight, and toughness, which is right here. And that'll allow me to move on. As far as customization, I'm going to leave my character default because we have advanced customization features in Sinfar, which I'll be using, and I'll be showing you in another video.
Attack, I say!
This character, which is what I'm going to be using to walk you through all these different videos, is called GAT. And as far as the description is concerned, you could leave it default, you could leave it blank. I like to blank mine out because I just don't like the default look. But you could change that later, so don't worry too much about whether you leave it or change it. As far as voice sets, you could pick one here. Since I'm keeping everything pretty typical, I'm choosing a typical fighter voice set. And I'm going to choose OK. And I'm going to log in. First time login will look like this. You'll get your welcome to Sinfar message up top and a dialog box that will ask if you are 18 years or older. You must be at least 18 years of age to play here at Sinfar. So, assuming you've gotten this far, I'm going to assume you are an 18-year-old, and so we will pick yes. If you're not an 18-year-old, you cannot play on Sinfar. Do not pick yes. Close down Neverwinter Nights or go to a different type of server which caters to a younger audience, but we do not. Up here in this preemptive sort of welcome area, there is a how to enter the world sign. You could read that sign. It'll also give you information on where to find the hacks, as well as how to set up an account in the forum. Here at this doorway, when I click on it, it's going to ask me if I have the hacks installed. I'm assuming you've already installed them. If not, you could check another video, and I'll be showing you how to do that there, but I will pick yes. And I will be moving from that pre-gateway, which actually doesn't require any hacks, to the actual main gateway, which is this one right here. And here you are. Inside, you'll get your little welcome to Sinfar sign. It's good for you to read all the signs here. Some of it doesn't make sense to you now. It's probably because you're pretty new, but I'll just run through real quick some of the first couple of areas I want you to check out. Over here, there is a character named Vishan. You should talk to him, and he will show you a lot of your personal account features for your characters, which includes the deleting of your character as well as gender changing options. Over here on the other side of the OOC area, which stands for out of character, there are some dressing rooms where you could do advanced customization for your character. But we'll save that for another video. Well, thank you all for watching. That's going to conclude my first video for Neverwinter Nights Sinfar game. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'll get you back to them as soon as I can. And I hope you enjoyed.